So, do you know how to use a tampon?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Now, I know that my last video was about the Fizz family. I'm trying not to make this seem like I'm on a mission to take them down. But, you know, if they do wrong, I'm going to call them out for doing wrong. So, when they came back from Costa Rica under a cloud, shall we say, a cloud of mystery, something clearly went down that they don't really want to tell us about. It's not the reasons that they give. I'm almost certain of that. They happened to mention part of the reason was because Mia in particular was getting stared at, catcalled and things like that made her uncomfortable, which I'm saying that is obviously a wrong thing to do. I know this is a very, very difficult for women and girls to go through, and they should never have to go through that. However, what I am saying is the hypocrisy of Darren and Georgie in what they do. In one of the most recent videos, Mia goes around London asking random, she calls them boys, but asking random people very, very, very inappropriate questions. Random people, not people that she knows, not friends, not people that she's hired, I don't think, but random people. Very inappropriate questions, like such as these guys here.
No, where are you from?
Liverpool.
Ah, cool. Can I ask all of you a question?
Yeah.
Are you virgins?
No.
Even more shocking is the fact that they didn't even make it to the thumbnail with their question. For some reason, Mia and the Fizz empire decided that this person was more appropriate to have clickbaited to asking if he's a virgin. I'm not quite sure which part of that is so wrong that makes me incandescent with rage. Do they even think about what they're doing before they do it? Because those three weren't good enough to be clickbaited for that question, but this guy who had nothing to do with that question, they thought that he would be a better one to use as a thumbnail for that particular question. I can't even begin. Yeah. Out of interest, what was that person's question that wasn't clickbait worthy enough for them?
I feel like the colour of your t-shirt. What's your name?
Roman.
Roman, nice to meet you. What is the biggest ick in a girl?
They smoke.
If they smoke?
Yeah. No, fags. Not vapes. Vapes sound, but fags.
Oh, okay, so is there like a big difference between the two then?
Yeah. Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, smoking.
Okay, thank you.
All that is perfectly acceptable, I see. But yet, Darren's explanation about why they had to leave Costa Rica seems perfectly normal to him.
But I feel like there was something more serious. What concerned us as well is the amount of times Mia would come home and say how she feels uncomfortable, how men are looking at her. She said because she's like a blonde-haired person and there wasn't many blonde-haired people there, there was like a thing of where, because you spoke to your friends about it.
Yeah, it's not just that I'm blonde-haired as well. That I think that definitely adds to it. But just like, it is a Latin American country, and yeah, it's definitely like one of the safest ones, but still, it's okay in like, if in certain areas, but I want to explore and be independent and have to go, like I want to be able to go wherever I want and not have to feel like I have to have like my parents with me all the time, obviously. Yeah. That's not always the best idea, and it's like sometimes you just feel uncomfortable, especially as like a female in those countries. Like it is like a known thing, like even in like the tourist guidebooks, that like it's not.
Well, I think in like the Lonely Planet books, they do say when you go to Costa Rica, it's relatively really safe for females.
Yeah,
but be
like,
warned,
I'm
you're
not
going to
saying
be.
it's not. I'm
but
not
it
saying
says
it's
that you can-
dangerous then necessarily. But I'm saying it feels sometimes uncomfortable, especially because of how like.
No, it says that like men catcall it.
Yeah,
in
that's
the,
a
in
very
the Lonely
common
Planet
thing
guidebook,
there.
it says that you can get catcalled.
I do want to just clarify one thing. In the words of someone once so famous, I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I'm going to anyway. I do think catcalling and degrading women of any form is disgusting. I just want to put that out there so I don't get any comeback. I hope you can see the hypocrisy in that. If you can't be saying that you feel uncomfortable when people say stuff like this to you, but then you go around London filming it and asking random strangers very inappropriate questions such as that. But it wasn't just that this actually happened. It was the fact that she was asking, the majority of the people that she asked was 20 plus. So basically men. She's a child. She's 17, asking men very inappropriate questions.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 22.
How old are you?
21.
Hey, how old are you?
20.
This is all being filmed by her mother, Georgie. So what is going on in that family that this is acceptable?
Yeah, so like, is it like necessary or is it like a bad thing or like?
If it's the right mood, then yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'd say it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Are you okay?
Oh, stay tuned. This is my favourite bit coming up. This is this guy's friends, so 22 years of age also.
When did you start puberty and how did you know?
I guess like, don't know, 13.
Okay.
How did I know?
Yeah.
When I had my first.
When I had my first... Now, I'll leave it to your imagination what he said, but the fact that that was actually said by a 22-year-old to a 17-year-old in the middle of London for a YouTube video from a question that a 17-year-old asked a 22-year-old, and she left it in. I mean, she said it's TMI alert, and she didn't actually put in what he said, but you know, it should never have been on. It should never have been asked a question. He should never have said it to her. The whole interaction was just wrong, in my opinion. Very, very wrong.
What's your name? Sí, te lo sacolo.
No es momento para responder eso ahora.
¿Tú cuántos?
17.
17, ok, yo misma. ¿Puedo preguntarte?
Sí.
¿Crees que puedes quedar bien?
He may well be 17 years of age, but guess who's not 17 years of age? That girl in the background who's having hands put over her ears. So, do you really think all this is appropriate?
Normal. Sí.
¿Normal?
Sí.
Ok, gracias. ¿Puedo poner en mi video de YouTube? Ok, gracias. Okay, so is it a turn off if a girl hasn't had her first kiss yet?
Darren and Georgie, really, you need to have a long, hard look at yourselves. This was probably amongst the worst that I've seen, particularly by yourselves to have put out, but it was so bad. Some of the things that I've pointed out in this video, so wrong on so many different levels. Have a think about it, Darren. Think about it.